the Yamaha accessory skid plate install right here, right now on It's Dyer thing. Yeah. Well, good day everybody. Welcome back to another upload of It's a Dyer Thing. Rob here. Thank you very much. And before we go any further, don't forget to hit that notification and that subscribe button. This way you'll always be up to date on everything I do. So today we've got the Yamaha accessory skid plate. Now, yes, this one's black compared to if you go onto the website, you see theirs are all silver. I had mine powder coated because black is always nicer. So, and especially when it comes to something like that, here onto the 2022 Tenere 700, the size has definitely increased compared to the 2021. And so if you're actually fitting that onto the bike, it really does look big and it kind of takes up a lot of the view from the bike. So going with the black, it kind of keeps it, helps it stay a little bit discreet and just looks clean, and it looks super, super nice. So I had mine powder coated black with a texture finish, which is really super nice, down at Bright Side Customs. So that's the Bright Side powder coatings. I will put the address down below. This way you can always reach out to Mike at Bright Side Powder Coating Company here in the Scarborough, Toronto region. If you are within that region there, fantastic guy. He does lots of work. So anyways, this video here is just a quick tip because yes, it's not that hard, it's not that complicated. It only requires 4 bolts in order to mount this up onto the bike. But I've always found that it tends to be a little bit tricky in regards to the installation. So I'm going to show you how to do the install just with a little hint and a little tip in order to make the install a lot easier. So let's get to that. I'm going to turn the bike around, get this almost all set up and get it installed. So this is the 2022 Tenere 700. All right, so now I've repositioned my bike here. All right, so now that I've got myself into a different little spot here with a little bit more light, again, you know what, the first and foremost, most important thing is when you're working on anything that you need an adequate working space. So again, don't follow my, oh, for fuck's sake, seriously. So it's really not a complicated install. Again, it's basically only 4 bolts, so it does come with the hardware. There's some rubber grommets and a couple of collars in there. So 4 bolts, 4 grommets, 4 collars. It's simply an uninstall and reinstall. So all the equipment is there. And then being that this is the 2022, it has the Euro 5 cat exhaust system, which also has a little kind of like a protector shield on it already. That now is replaced with another bracket. Now this one again is black because I had it powder coated. So let's get to that. The only things that you do need is a 10mm socket, an 8mm socket, 4mm Allen head, and then a pry bar tool. This is where the trick comes in, or the tip, the helpful tip comes in when it comes to doing the install, because it's kind of like a press fit and it's a bit fucking cars. All right, guys, well, you know what? I had to fast track this because I am kind of constantly getting disturbed by cars coming in and out. Again, that's part of community living here. So I've removed the original skid plate. That takes the 8mm bolts. It's super easy. And then a 4mm Allen wrench for the Euro Cat 5 little deflector kind of plate, protector plate there. So now we've went to install the actual accessory Yamaha skid plate here. I've got the 3 bolts in. Again, that's not the issue, and this is where the trick comes in. I find I go to the rear right, front right, rear left bolt. I put them in hand tight, and now we've got this front left bolt that needs to go in, and this is where a lot of you tend to find that the issue is you do align it up, you get it in, but you can't bite, it won't connect onto the threads of the actual frame So my trick here is you need to lift the plate up. Now you can be fighting and kind of pulling it up and all that. Why would you even bother to do that? This is where a little pry tool will come in. You're gonna follow the cutouts here at the bottom. So go into the middle cutout here, and basically you're gonna put your pry bar up into it here. You're gonna rest it over just the bottom of this frame here. Now you gotta be careful because you do have your side stand wire switch that goes there, so you do not wanna crush that, but you do wanna just get it onto the frame, and then with one finger you can kind of, look, you can pry it up. As you can see, super easy to pry it up. Once you pry it up, you can actually then get your bolt here aligned into place. There we go. So it actually really doesn't need to go up that much higher. But yes, the 2021 version is definitely a little bit trickier than the 2022 version. Now that once you've got all that in, then you can come out and then you can just kind of torque everything down that you need to do. Again, don't forget, this is something that you'll always have to actually come and undo and take off every time you're doing an oil change. So I wouldn't be putting any too special Loctite onto that, just due to the fact that you do have to take it off every so often in order to access your drain plug and the oil filter. So there you have it, guys. This is the 2022 Tenere with the Yamaha accessory skid plate, powder coated in black for my preference here. So hopefully it helps you out. Again, that makes a world of a difference. Down in the middle here, just pry it up a little bit. It allows you to access this last bolt here, which is the front left side access bolt, to get it all mounted up. Other than that, it's very simple, super easy. So until next time, guys, y'all be good, have fun, be safe, and don't forget, keep it covered. Freaking cars, man, freaking cars.